take a live look over downtown Albemarle on this Friday afternoon. Got a few clouds out there on this Friday, but does that mean rain? Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Tara Lane. Keep an eye on the skies as we head into this weekend, Tara.
And Brian, in a few select neighborhoods, it does mean rain. We have had a couple of spotty showers and some of that rain heavier at times. And we have had some stronger storms, too, marching through the upstate, but nothing too intense out there right now. We have a little bit of rain creeping in toward Cleveland County from back off to the west in Rutherford County. And then we zoom on down to the south here. This rain continues to lighten up as well as we look over Albemarle in that eastern part of Stanley County. That line, that yellow line right there, that's Highway 52. So that's pushing off to the east. We have more rain focused over central and southern Chesterfield County, a few sprinkles over Lancaster, and that is about it. We do have that line of storms that's pushing out and just offshore the coast here of South Carolina. A lot of this has developed today along with this trailing front that's just kind of sitting there, so getting kind of focused along that boundary. And again, just a few additional spotty showers and storms back off to the west. And so if that holds together, that could creep in and cross over parts of the Charlotte metro and areas west a little bit later on this evening. But once we move past sunset, as is normally the case, things will be kind of fizzling, if not moved out already by that time. Temperature, because of the clouds, being kept in check again today, only topping out in the mid upper 80s in a few spots. Southwest wind 5 to 10. Dew points are in the humid zone in the upper 60s, so we're feeling some of that humidity. We've got low to mid 80s there and mid 70s up into the mountains. 84 again in the Queen City, up through Concord. 85. A touch warmer in Albemarle. Rockingham's at 85, but only 81 in Shelby and up into Hickory and around Taylorsville. Later on tonight and early tomorrow morning, we'll settle to about 70 degrees. It's going to stay humid, so with that lingering moisture, not much stirring going on with the wind. We'll likely have some patchy fog developing. You can see those future visibility numbers if you're headed out maybe on a weekend road trip or something, or headed out the door early on. You could run into that along parts of I-77 or I-85 here. Notice those visibility numbers below a mile for a little bit around, say, 7 o'clock or so tomorrow morning. And then it's all about the heat as we head into the weekend. Tomorrow, sizzling hot with those highs reaching the 90s, low to mid 90s. And of course, with the daytime heating and some humidity, we will get some pockets of showers and storms. Some question with an upper level disturbance moving in from the west, how much we could actually see affecting our area by later on tomorrow night. But I do believe that all in all, Saturday outside plans were looking good. It's just hot, yes, and humid outside. 93 degrees. Sunday is when we have a slightly better chance of some of those typical summertime hit or miss storms with that hot high of 96. And so here we go. We're talking about how it's actually going to feel once you factor in the humidity, mid upper 90s to around 100. This is for tomorrow afternoon, and even a little bit hotter up to 100, 105 in some neighborhoods by Sunday. So the muggy meter is in the muggy zone for the next several days. Look at the peak there heading into Monday. That's before another front moves in and drops the humidity level toward the middle of next week. And here's a look at that official Panthers forecast. We are looking pretty good. Again, because it's so hot and humid, some of that energy may try and move in toward the end of the game. Tiny chance of a pop-up shower or storm. I do believe, though, we're going to be okay. And southwest wind at 5 to 10, so not much of an issue for this preseason game. And temperatures, boy, by the end of the game, only cooling down. It's still hot, backing off, I guess we'll say, into the upper 80s, mid to upper 80s. So staying hot right on through early next week. We get that break in the humidity coming by the middle of next week with the heat backing off a little bit more as well, Brian.
Certainly a lot of water going to be drunk this weekend for
Yes.
sure. It's going to be needed for sure. Tara, thank you.